Yo, RX back with another recap of Dana White's Contender Series Week 9. We back with our second and final recap of the Contender Series this season. This time it's Week 9, which was good, but weird. It's a really weird card, because you kind of gotta look at it as the good on it, and then the bad on it, and it was a weird kind of split of that. There was really good on this card, and there was some pretty bad. The good was fucking amazing, some of the best of the season. Maybe the best of the season. But the bad was pretty bad, and it kind of brought down the card a decent amount. Not completely, but a decent amount, so yeah, it was, interesting to say the very least. Good, but with an asterisk. There we go, that's the perfect way to describe it. It was a good card, but you gotta talk about it with an asterisk. Perfect. Yeah, it's fun. There was some really fantastic shit on it, and there was some really terrible shit on it. Still a good card. The good outweighed the bad still. And I enjoyed it. Second to last episode of the season. It was fun. The fun was fun. Got some good shit out of it. And I'm kind of recap it. So, second to last recap of Contender Series. Still not sure what I'm going to do. If I'm going to make a separate video for Contender Series. Just overall recap of the season. Or just do a week 10. We'll see. I kind of debating. Probably going to do a separate video. We'll see. But, yeah. Gonna be interesting. See what happens next week for the final episode, but first we gotta talk about this episode, so let's do that. Not much else to say. I think I've hit all the main notes I want to get outside of course, the normal YouTube bullshit, which we gotta say every time, which is, you already know by now, please like, comment, and subscribe. 200 subs goal by the end of 2025. We're already in October, and we're 25 away. Could we hit that goal? I think we could. I would love to, but if we don't, we'll just hit it in 2026. Either way, that being said, we have 5 fights to recap for the 9th week of the season, the second to last week of the season of Contender Series. The best thing the UFC puts on every year, and can't wait to recap it. So let's not waste any more time, and let's get into it, shall we? Week 9 of Contender Series. I think I had all my main notes in the intro, said it was a good card, but weird, did YouTube bullshit. That sounds like we can begin to recap, so let's do that. You ready? I know I am. Week 9 of the Contender Series. Begin. Let's begin the recap with the first fight of the night, of course, the quickest fight of the night, and maybe the easiest recap I've ever had to do in a video. As we began Week 9 of the Contender Series with the fastest fight of the season, and I believe the second fastest fight in Contender Series history, we had in our opening fight of Week 9 to kick off the second to last episode with a bang. At light heavyweight, we had Luke Fernandez versus Rafael Pergentino. Yeah, what am I really meant to recap? The 15-second fight where Luke Fernandez won with a 1-2 combination that dropped Rafael, and then he hopped on him and pounded him out. Because that's all that happened. Fight started, he threw a 1-2. It was the best way I can compare it was Terrence McKinney, Matt Frivola, where he just landed a 1-2, dropped him, and finished him. Yeah, that's actually a fucking perfect comparison. Yeah, simple. what else can I say? To talk about the winner and the first fighter to get a contract tonight, Luke Fernandez, 6-0 now, 30 years old, joining the light heavyweight division from CFFC, where that's fine promotion. He was a champ there, he won the belt, etc., never lost. Yeah, new addition to the roster. He's already 30, which is not great, a little older, but it's a heavier division, so that's okay. Not really much to go off here, because he literally won with the first fucking thing he threw. He looked good, but again, he didn't really show anything. And let's see what this dude does in UFC. Took no damage, so he should be able to fight ASAP. He was, I believe, the biggest, if not one of the biggest favorites of the season, and he looked every bit of it. Good win for him. Second fastest knockout in Contender Series history. Showed us nothing, but what else do you need to show when you win for the first thing you throw? And then for the opponent, Fat Moicano, better known as Rafael Pergentino, now 5-1, 23 years old. Yeah, this dude's terrible. Like, a few people I did see were, like, not thrilled at this dude made on Contender Series, because they're like, oh, he's just a Kion Crusher, and yeah, clearly. Like, I guess a few of his wins are not terrible, 8-4, that's a fine opponent, but yeah, outside of that, he's beat nobody, and he shows up here, gets finished in 15 seconds. He's clearly just a heavyweight, or to be honest, he's probably a middleweight who's just fat. And yeah, he sucks. He's young, so that could be a good thing for him. If let's say he wins a few, he can come back in a couple years if Dana likes him or some bullshit. And yeah, but as of right now, yeah, this dude's garbage. No, just a fat Moicano. That's all I see of him, fat Moicano. He performed as good as Moicano would at light heavyweight also. Tomato can, you got knocked down 15 fucking seconds, dude, come on. And, yeah, that's about that. Not really much else to say, it was a 15-second fight. Good win for Luke, welcome to the UFC. Let's see what he can do. Hopefully, well, actually, it'd be cool if he kept finishing fights in like 20 seconds or less, but it's unlikely. But maybe, you never know. Rafael's a joke, and, welcome to UFC, Luke. Hell of a way to start off tonight with something you can barely call a fight. Let's go to the next one. After that, the quickest recap I think I've ever done. After that, we had our second fight of the night, easily the worst fight of the night. And yeah, definitely a downgrade from what we just saw. Even if the main card opener was not really a fight, it was more enjoyable than this piece of shit. As we had in our second fight of the night at middleweight, a can battle. That was, again, easily the worst fight of the night. We had in our second fight of the night, to definitely bring us down from a awesome 15-second finish, we had Luis Felipe Diaz, hell of a generic name, versus Donavon Hedrick. Yeah, this was the dud of the episode. Just, to be honest, this was just a really low-level fight. To recap the fight, round one, neither guy really did anything great, but Diaz did get a few takedowns in control time. Tucked around, I guess. Not like the people agree. Yeah. And then round two, much the same. Basic striking, neither guy really had any fucking power, and then grappling. Diaz was a little bit better, and that proved to be true. Then after a few minutes into round two, late into round two actually, he got on his back, locked a rear naked choke, and eventually Donavon did tap. Luis Felipe Diaz did get the win, get the finish, and did for some reason get a contract that he did nothing to deserve besides look below mid and not UFC level at all. So yeah, pretty shit fight. Not gonna lie to you, I thought this was awful. I don't think this would belong in the fucking regional scene. And yeah, this fight sucked. Just to be honest with you, this fight was just terrible. So What else do you really want me to say? Nice finish, or at least it did end in a finish, but outside of that, yeah, I got nothing good to say about this fight, so. I guess let's talk about the fighters. Beginning of the newest Brazilian of middleweight, Luis Felipe Diaz, 16-5, 30 years old. This was his first fight in 2 years. And, yeah, not great to see a flagged fight for either faking it or just being pathetic. Yeah, this dude's awful. This dude just screams a 0-3 cut guy. Like, he's not good. His striking is not very good. His cardio does not look great. His grappling looked subpar. We didn't really get to see his chin because the other guy had no fucking power. Yeah, this dude's just a waste of a signing. He's just gonna be like Quatavius Romulus, who didn't deserve to get signed, or that Kevin Christensen dude who's about to lose finally his debut in a couple weeks. Or who else from last season was terrible, or any season. Like, this dude is just gonna be cannon fodder to, like, this guy would be perfect to lose to, like, fucking, I don't know, Zach Reese, or, anyone coming off Contender Series, or something like that. Danil Danchenko, yeah. You know, he's a welterweight, I think, but still, you get guys like that who you're trying to build up, because this guy ain't shit, in my opinion. Again, he's 30, he's not gonna do much, and he just doesn't look very good, so. Prove me wrong, I'm always fine to be proven wrong, because then Dana signed a good fighter. But until I'm proven wrong, I think this is one of the worst signings of the season. Not the worst, but definitely one of high on the bar, 2 or 3, which I'll be talking about that in probably that's Contender Series season recap. And, yeah, just not very good signing or performance here that warranted a contract. Dana was too nice on this one, because, yeah, this dude's just not good. And for the opponent, Donavon Hedrick, 6-1 now, 28 years old. I'll give this dude a bit of a fucking, break, because he did step in on short nose, I believe, last Tuesday, because this was actually Diaz's 3rd opponent he had for, Contender Series this year, so I'll give him Donavon a break there. But yeah, this guy's just green. He's too green and too shitty. Like, he's already 28 and he barely had that many fights. Yeah, this is gonna be the only time you ever hear this dude. So he's gonna go back to regional scene, probably been like 5 years, have a 10-6 record or some bullshit, and yeah, that'll be about that. Nothing really special with this guy. Yeah, respect for stepping in, and that's about it. And, yeah, that's about really what I gotta say about this fight. Obviously, I don't need to say I don't get fight ideas for Contender Series recaps. Makes no sense. Yeah, just not very much else to say. Diaz and, Hedrick had the worst fight of the episode. I thought neither of you guys deserved to be on the show. One of the lowest level fights of the season, the lowest level signing of the season, maybe. Yeah. So, again, respect for Donavon for saving the fight, so we did get a 5-fight card here. But yeah, both these guys are, one dude's green and just not good, the other guy's just not good. Shitty fight. Diaz is gonna be a 0-2, 0-3 guy out of the UFC, unless I don't even know who they could give him, who he would beat. Like, I would low-key probably take guys like Eric McConaughey and maybe Cody Brundage and fucking Ozzy Diaz to beat him. Like, this dude's awful. So, again, I'm always fine with being proven wrong, because that means Dana made a good signing. But as of right now, it looks like one of the worst signings of the season, and he was just too nice on this one, but prove me wrong. And then we get to the good portion of the card, the real co-main and main event of the card, beginning with what was on paper the real main event, and somehow it was really the real co-main event because the next fight was just that good. But we did still have an amazing fight here in our 3rd fight of the night, the fight I was most hyped for this week, and maybe over the last couple weeks. From pretty much the second this was announced, I've been so excited for this, and it was exactly what I knew it would be. As we had in our 3rd fight of the night at flyweight, my most anticipated fight in a while on the show, and a fight that again just went exactly as predicted. I told y'all this kid's good. It God, is he good. We had our third fight of the night, the real main event of the night on paper, but again, somehow this was the second best fight of the card. Maybe easily the best prospect of the card, and I debate best prospect of the season. We had our third fight of the night at flyweight, Imanol He-Man Rodriguez versus Roque. I think that's how you say it. I think his name's weird. Roque Conceição. I've been telling y'all this Imanol kid's good. If he watched my Ultimate Fighter recap video, well, a few months ago, I said this kid's good, and every time I've talked about Contender Series coming up in the future, I point out this fight on stream or whatever last week, and I've been saying, Imanol, like, this kid's good. This kid's good. I cannot wait to see him here. He should have won tough. He did win tough because he beat Joseph Morales and he would have beat Levy. He was so good. He meant to be here. And man, did he prove that in every sense of the fucking word. Not very much to say here. The fight started. Manuel started off a little bit slow. He did kind of get dropped early because he was kind of caught off balance. He was throwing a leg kick or something. He kind of got clipped a little bit with right hand, more off balance, but could have been a drop. Whatever. But then not long after that, Roque kind of chased in after throwing a kick. It was kind of like he threw a right, I think it was a body kick or something. He kind of dove in, like maybe he was shooting a takedown, but Imanol just bopped him in like right around this area with a little right hand that dropped him pretty bad. And after that, Roque never recovered. He got dropped again, survived, but then eventually he backed up on the cage. Imanol threw a beautiful uppercut that finally ended the fight after dropping him twice beforehand. And Imanol Rodriguez gets the finish, gets the knockout, gets the contract in under 2.5 minutes. This kid's fucking phenomenal. Like, what can I say? They found a gem with Imanol on Ultimate Fighter. It's rare for them to find a gem on Ultimate Fighter anymore. Imanol is that gem. He's 25 years old. He's young. He's good. He's training with DC now, so he has a real camp. Like, what can you say bad about this kid? He's so fucking good. He should have won tough. He won here. He's going into the UFC. Like, he looked great here. He has insane power. People were actually saying this is not a layup because a lot of people thought this guy was good, but fucking Manuel made him look like nothing, and now he's in the UFC finally, like he should have been 2 months ago. But yeah, kid's good. I told y'all, I don't hype up people on Contender Series very often, but when I do, they usually pay off, and it did here. If y'all don't know, you're gonna know. Imanol is a problem. He is good. Yeah, I'll just keep fucking talking about Imanol. Talk about the fighters. Again, the winner here, could easily one of, if not the best fighter of the season. 6-0 now, 25 years old. He's just so good. His striking's good. He's training with DC, and his grappling's already pretty decent before. Like, Brand Moreno's getting older, and they need a Mexican flyweight with Lazy Boy being ass, and that Luna kid's a bantamweight. Imanol could be that, man. This kid, I could easily see him being a top 15, top 10 dude. He's good, and this is before he gets better. He's only 25. Wait till he's 28, 29. Dude, when we're looking back on Imanol, man, this kid's good. This kid is fucking good, man, and I'm so happy he's in the UFC now after getting fucked on the Ultimate Fighter. He beat Joseph Morales, and he's good. My guy, I don't know what else to say. He wants to be on that card in November, MSG, because I think that's his birthday, right? Yeah, get him on that card. I don't care against who or what. Get him on that card, and just let him show out. He's good. He's one of the best he might be the best flyweight prospect now. I can't wait to look back on it, like in 3, 4, 5 years, just to see where Imanol is. I feel like he's gonna be a top contender in the division. He's good, and I'm happy he got this opportunity. What else can I say? He's just that damn good. I told y'all, sometimes I hype up people on Contender Series for a reason, and you see the reason now. And then for the opponent, Roque, yeah, I feel bad for this kid because he had no fucking chance against Imanol. Now 10-3, 25 years old. Kid's still young. He did as good as he could against Imanol. Maybe he'll get another chance in the future. We'll see. He's still young. Is he from Shoot the Box? No. So he's from some pretty no-name camp. Yeah, good luck to the kid. Maybe we'll see him again in the future. Yeah, he kind of just got a shit draw of the cards here against Imanol. And, yeah, we'll see him. Maybe we see this guy again, or we never see him again. Either way, and I don't think it's a big deal. He looked, again, he did as good as he could against Imanol. I think a lot of guys would have struggled here. If you look at all the flyweights they've had on this season, I would love for someone to fucking debate me here. Like, if we looked at all the I'm trying to think the flyweights who we've seen on the season so far, Imanol would probably be most, if not all of them, so. He's just that damn good, and I feel bad for this Brazilian kid, but, man, he's young, and he could get another shot, so. We'll see if he does. He just had no fucking chance here. So, yeah, not really much else to say. Imanol's really fucking good. Happy he's in the UFC finally. Hopefully they get him on the MSG card. Bare minimum, just get him on the fucking Cop Royval card at worst. Just get him to fight one more time this year. He's special. He has that thing. Let's get him. I don't care. Like, and of course it's a debut. Get him a shitty opponent. Get him fucking what's that one? Spain dude. Daniel Barres or Kevin Borjas or someone like shitty like that. Get him a guy like that. He's gonna school with ease, and yeah, just watch. This kid's gonna be special. Don't know what else to say. He's good. Imanol's good. Happy he's finally in the UFC, and can't wait for his debut, man. Can't wait to see how far he can go. Moreno's gonna be passing that torch, and when he does, it's going to Imanol Rodriguez. Have I fucking hyped up Imanol enough for you? Okay, I'll move to a fight that I don't even know what you want me to say. It was so fucking good. I can't even do it justice, which I know is a cop-out thing, but fuck you. I don't know what you want me to say about this fight. As we had somehow, I didn't think anything was gonna one-up Imanol, but this did. As we had in our co-main event of the evening, but the real main event, I won't even sugarcoat it, the best fight in Contender Series history. We had in the co-main event at bantamweight, Adrian Luna Martinetti versus Mark Vologdin. The greatest fight in Contender Series history. I can't say much else than that. I can't do this fight justice. I can't do these two fighters justice. If you didn't see the fight, go watch it. If you saw the fight, then I agree with everything you think, because, again, we all think the same. This fight was fucking phenomenal. I don't know what Mark is made of. Luna has amazing cardio, and this fight was great. Go watch it if you missed it. Greatest fight in Contender Series history. Both got signed right after the fight to show the new over, and both got 25k bonuses, which is beyond deserved. Amazing fight. Best fight in Contender Series history. Just go watch it. I can't do it justice. I'm not even gonna try to. Just go watch it. And then, finally, to try and follow up the greatest fight in Contender Series history, we had in the main event one of the most forgettable fights in Contender Series history. Our main event of Week 9, a pretty shit main event to end the card, and one of the worst main events of the season. We had to end Week 9 following the best fight in the show's history. We end with a fight that's far from that, between Magomed Wildchanko Zaynukov versus Lucas Caldas. Well, we have another Khabib inbred Nepo baby in the UFC. Yeah, this fight was pretty forgettable. I don't think anything that great happened. Lucas got round 1, he dropped Zaynukov, but then Zaynukov dominated the last 2 rounds, winning 29-27. Forgettable. Yeah, Lucas, the nice thing I can say is Lucas is really fucking tough. Outside that, the 4th best fight of the card. Like, I don't know if you want me to say it happened. Sweet. Let's talk about fighters. For Magomed, he's another Khabib Nepo baby. He can strike at least, I think, subparly at least. 8-0, 20 or 30 years old. Yeah, like, we got another one of the fucking Russians in UFC if they've not ruined the UFC enough. Hopefully he gets knocked the fuck out and gets cut. Always cheer for them to lose. Fuck them. But at least this guy's a striker. But that's gonna change when he actually fights someone good. Yeah, because this shitty Lucas guy hurt him like twice. So what the fuck does that tell you? Yeah, he's just another Khabib Nepo baby. I was not really impressed with him at all. And then for Lucas Caldas, yeah, this dude's shit. He's really tough. And if I'm giving you that praise, if that's the only praise I could give you, then that means you got your ass beat, and you did. Yeah, this dude's awful. 29 years old, 6-2. Doubt they ever bring him back. Even I guess he did have a fun fight, so maybe they'll give him another shot in a couple years, maybe like 31, 32. He's tough. About it. Is he good? No. Yeah, he's tough. Oh, joy. Whatever. And that's about all I gotta say about this fight, and I know a lot of people are like, Magomed looked so good, you're just hating. No, he didn't. He looked fine, got dropped and rocked by a guy who's not good. Like, I don't know what you want me to say. I'm not impressed with this dude at all. He's just another Khabib Nepo baby. We don't need more Russians in UFC. Outside Mark, he's badass, but that was... We'll forget where he's from. This clown, he's just a Khabib Nepo baby. But he strikes, and he has nothing to do with Khabib, as his whole post-fight interview was talking about Khabib. Both times. Yeah. This Lucas dude's ass, but he's tough. This Magomed dude, I was not impressed with at all. Shitty main event. 4th best fight on the card. Not impressed at all. Oh boy, another Khabib Nepo baby. And that being said, and that's somehow being the main event, that's I guess we have to end it with boom. That was the recap to go over how I did guesses. I get calling them picks as a fucking reach. I went 3 of 5, 3 perfect 250. Again, outside of Imanol, I knew that, but the other 4 were guesses. Yeah, this was a bad pick, but I was like, why the fuck is this dude minus 1,000? And then I figured out why really quick. And plus, he was fat and Moicano, so I had to pick him. This one, they both suck, so I'm not upset. And then I'll take the W's here. And then this was a real prediction because I knew it would be true, so I'll take it 3 of 5. I'm fine with it. Obviously there were bonuses. It went to this fight, but that's a once in a lifetime thing on Contender Series. No chopping block. If you missed a card, what should I say? You should go back and rewatch. I would say Luke, Imanol, and Luna Mark. Those 3 I would happily rewatch. Skip Diaz and skip Magomed. Second to last, to do a type of like ranking thing, like you know how Contender Series works by now. I fucking describe it every week. If I had to rank the fighters, you know, like how DC, Anthony Smith, whoever does it, for this week, I would say Luna 1, Mark 2, I guess, Emmanuel 3, Luke 4, Magomed 5, and DS 6. Luke, Emmanuel, Luna, and Mark's their contract. Diaz shouldn't have got one, and we already know Magomed was going to get one no matter what, because Dana cannot, and you cannot make Khabib angry. Grr. Tell you, 2 undeserved contracts, 4 deserved ones. Dana was a little nice this week, and yeah, I think that's about. Yeah, I think that's the highest a loser that's ever been ranked on one of these as well. Is that it? Outside the rating, I believe so. So, to I guess the final thing, the rating for this episode, this week, whatever, I'm gonna give it a 9 out of 10. A 9 on the dot. No points, anything. It's a 9 out of 10. Maybe I shouldn't do that if it's trying to kill me. It gets a 9 for having the greatest fight in Contender Series history. That's fucking, 5-6 points right there. Imanol, awesome. And this was good. I could look past this garbage and enjoy this garbage. 9 out of, or this garbage and enjoy this greatness. There we go. And, yeah, 9 out of 10. Very fun. Saved by the good. And the bad was bad, but forgettable. 9 out of 10. Very good week Contender Series, and I think we're going to be looking back on this week very fondly for one main reason, but we'll see. Maybe Luke turns into something, one of these guys can be something, this guy's going to be a joke, and you're just an inbred. Good week Contender Series. I enjoyed it. Greatest fight in in the series history, and Imanol on 1 week. I'm happy. I enjoyed it. 9 out of 10. 9 out of 10 for week 9, what are the odds? And, yeah, fun second to last episode. Perfect way to lead into the final episode. Week 10 next week, which is going to be a 6-fight card. So that'll be interesting. And, yeah, I think it's going to be a very interesting end to next week. Obviously, we got Freddie Vidal back. We got some really interesting fights. Some look better than others. Some interesting fighters being brought on for week 10. So we'll see how all that turns out, and I'll be recapping that on Wednesday next week, as always. And then video-wise, you'll hear from me Friday for the UFC Rio breakdown. Excited for that card, and I'll be recapping it on Sunday, hopefully earlier than last Sunday when I got the video out. Sorry. Streams Tuesday through Sunday, you already know the deal, and shorts whenever I do them. So, yeah. With that being said, I think that's about all I gotta say for this recap, this video, whatever. Fun week Contender Series. If you missed these, go watch them. And, let's enjoy one more week of Contender Series till it's gone for a year. Pain. But let's before I get there, let's enjoy UFC Rio and have a fun week, shall we? So, fun start to the week, and let's see what the rest of the week brings us. But to get there, I gotta say, as always, I hope you enjoyed the video. Please like, comment, subscribe. 200 subs by the end of 2025. One of the shortest videos I've ever done, shockingly. And as always, unless I'm going to say something which I don't believe I am, as always, RX. Out. Good vibes. Only. And always.